Okay, I had to wait until the garbage can left. All that noise. This is in the daytime. It's like 9:55 here in California. So I'm not doing anything today. Nothing. But listen to my president on CPAC. That was hot. You know what I like about him? He has not deviated from one thing he said from day one. That's focus. Okay, he is well focused, and whether you like it or not, he kept sticking it to the press. Although he said we can't live without the press, but the press is probably doing this to try to bring him down. You know, because they reverse his language. Everything he does is negative on every station. So they are fake news. That's what and you can see it yourself, especially on Facebook. Especially on Facebook. Facebook, I just strum through it and kind of look and see if I see Kellyanne Conway, and then I double check it to see if they have said it in YouTube, or if I can hear them say it, or if I can hear President Trump say it, and Spicer. But other than that, or Hannity, or Lou Dobbs. Yeah, Lou Dobbs is good too. There are certain people, but CNN and that I'm not even mentioning his name on CNN. He is disgusting, and I wonder if he's going to have a job in the near future. He is disgusting, but it didn't stop President Trump. And that's what I love about him. He's so positive. And I'm learning that really more to see the results of what could happen if you talk positive, you stay positive, and you never give up. That is just something I think you'll get some positive results in your life. I've learned it, but I wasn't around people that were successful in that. Not many. They're, even the actors and stuff, they just do stuff. I think they do it out of habit. Call their agent, go to, do they really believe it? Because I think if you really believe it, you will win. Just like, and nobody wanted my president to win. And they don't like him and they talk about him. But that's okay. He keeps going. He keeps going. He gets stronger and stronger. And he's got more done than Obama did in 8 years. Obama, I think he was too busy trying to please. I don't know what he was doing. After Trayvon Martin, he said it's the law. But he never went by the law with the illegal immigrants. Anchor babies. That's the 14th Amendment. The story in there, which is in the 1800s, is a family from China. It's way back, a long time ago. And they were pardoned to come to the United States to do something, a job or something that they do. And pardon means they were asked to be here. They had a child. That child went off to school, and while he was at school, his parents went through their transition. He came back and he was a citizen, but it was a court thing that went on. Whether he was a citizen of the United States of America, or was he not a citizen of the United States of America. And what made him a citizen was the fact that his parents were pardoned to be here. Okay, 14th Amendment. Got to get in it, read it. It's the law. And how much money has the United States paid for anchor babies? There's some illegal immigrants collecting Social Security, and I don't know how they do that. Housing. Some of the agencies I know are just catering to the illegal immigrants. How do you think they have a place to live and everybody else is in the street? When I was homeless, I said, I never see a homeless Mexican. Duh! They cater to them. I don't know, understand it. Oh, they know how to say, "Mommy, Bambi, I want a better life." They know how to strum your heart, and they come in, they look like a little family from church, and they come in. I just saw a family yesterday. A little girl has on a little frilly dress, and they come in and they talk to the social worker, and whatever she did not give you, she will give it to them. Mommy, papi. The crying, the whining. They're going to separate our families. Hey! Where? Separate you from on this side of the fence to the other side of the fence? Why don't you try being black? What they did to my ancestors on plantations, separating us on the plantation, taking my husband, taking my children, and you took them some places that's the first thing when they were freed as slaves was to go and try to find their families on other plantations. And you don't want to be separated? Now see if my heartstrings, you'll make it, because we made it. We're very highly damaged because of that. That may be the reason why we can't even trust each other. Black people can't do nothing. We can't trust each other. The only thing we interested in is the mighty dollar. But the dollar means nothing if you don't own nothing. So there's no whole lot of black banks, black grocery stores, black all over. We should, because the money is in the community. You know who proves that? The church. Anytime your mega church pastor can have a big bling bling car and bling bling clothes and all of that, and send water to Flip, Michigan, and not money to the pipes, that's an illness. And we have it. You can't trust the NAACP. You can't trust the Black Caucus. They just mentioned the Black Caucus. I said, where the hell have they been? What do they do? Where do they do it? Where did they come from? What hole did they come out of? But they will collect money and put it in their own pockets. Just like Hillary Clinton did with the foundation. She did not give that money to Haiti. She did not. Africa. I'm going to tell about separating. But Africa, I don't even want to go to Africa. This girl that I look at her thing all the time, she's in Africa. I don't envy you. Because Africa, those babies over there are so starving, their bones are coming out. And all those, they call them villages. And all those rich, y'all just don't realize how rich African people are. Some of those Africans. And they don't give one penny to their villages or the places that they may govern. Not one. And if they do, they kick them around worse than any master here in America does. They watch their gates. They have them as slaves in their homes. It's right in their movies. So really, and then they so hung up on hallelujah Jesus too, in that Christian religion. With all that money, I think the richest man alive is in Africa. With hungry babies. So am I making a big deal about Africa? No. So we got separated a lot. But the plantation separating, and those, they're sending us, and they send our sons. We had to have sex with our kids to populate. Yeah, we did. They sent a Mandigo over to the other plantation. That could have been her husband, so she don't never see her husband again, and they got 5 kids. So never expect a serenade after you telling me we're going to be separated. You're going to be separated from here, and actually take your kids with you because they are not citizens. That should be next, President Trump. They're not citizens. So send them with the parents. Don't leave them here. But in all essence, they're just in Mexico and they're whining. Don't. See, that whining, I want a better life, has cost America $300 billion. So don't bring it up. So now, the other thing that he mentioned, the reason why I voted for him, I liked what he said about the pipeline. I like when he said America's first. But Reagan said it. I think Ronald Reagan is very instrumental to him. I mean, influence him. Not instrumental. Influence him. Because make America great again is a real good slogan. I mean, really, because America is not that good. And your president, Obama, he never said, check this out. Find something where that President Obama said, my people. Just a little bit. But my people. You know what he calls y'all? Black folks. It's the law. That's what he said over Trayvon Martin. And that's when I cut him loose. Because I voted for him. Why? And I've got to be honest. Because he was black. I never really too cared for his wife. Or man. Or whatever. I never did. Because she didn't do nothing. Or he didn't do nothing. Whatever you want to say. Nothing. And then she would pop up. She popped up and talked like crazy when President Trump was running, or talking about President Trump. There she was talking in. I said, where the hell did she come from? So no respect. No respect for neither one of them. What president, ex-president, would move 12 miles away from the White House? He's accused of having a shadow government. He's accused of being sending support to Islamic people. Okay, $770 million to Islamic people in another country. That's taxpayers' money, by the way. You might as well just go and give it to the illegal immigrants. And don't get me wrong, I'm not prejudiced at all. Most of my friends, I have so many of them in the grocery store. One lady, the only lady that gave me a cake on my birthday, she was Mexican. So I just find some adorable people in the Mexican community. So don't, in fact, they're the only ones, because I don't hang out with the blacks here, not in California. You don't know. Come and see. Most of them are Mexican, so I'm not hoping. But the criminals and the illegalness, I don't think that the slaves, after they were released, and we went through 3 acres and a mule and Jim Crow, I don't think we would steal Social Security numbers. I don't think that we would have been doing fake welfare and all that kind of stuff. Just to, make it. I want to be better in America. I don't think we did that. So that's pretty bad when people go to that extreme. And I don't think they should be here. But I do have a lot of Mexican people that I really look up to. And my friend that gave me that cake, Miss Martha, every time I see her, I say, hi, Miss Martha. And she says, got something for you. And she brought me a cake. And you know what? And I immediately stopped in the store and said, oh, wait, what about Miss Martha? So that just goes to show you, she's a good person. And I bet you she never, and I hope she's as comfortable here in America as anybody could be. So I'm going to clear that up. Now the blacks, they could go back to Africa. Bury them. I've been mistreated for no reason at all. You know, they just absolutely are evil here. Some people are very successful maybe because, and Hollywood, I don't like Hollywood. I'm canceling my cable. You know, I'm going to cancel my cable. Because there's nothing on it anymore. And there's no movie, except for one movie that I recently saw about Ruby McCullum. And I love Denzel Washington, but I can always get that and put that on my computer. So, it's got to go. Hollywood, I'm really got a thing against Hollywood for even taking first place and hating my president. I don't like that at all. He didn't do anything to you. And all these love, and global people and all of that, things, the mindsets of people just changed. And you can't survive like that. We won't have a country if that continues to happen. If they let all those Muslims come in, maybe it'll be your head, the first head they cut off. Because they do it in the name of Allah. Not all Muslims. I've been knowing Muslims all my life. But I'm talking about the ones that have seen their people they watched their husbands and sons and stuff get their heads cut off from the opposing army or whatever. And they live very violent lives. And they're deeply affected by them. So, thank you, President Trump. That's what I came in. And I'm doing this for. I love my president so much that I wish I could go to CPAC more than Africa. So I don't want to go to Africa. Ever. Somebody asked me that. Never. I don't want to. And it's because of your religion and your trueness. You know, of course, if you go, you want to hang out with people with money. And you meet those people and all you can see is those hungry kids. And that shouldn't be on the continent of Africa. So Africa is really messed up big time. There's something wrong with black that we just can't come together and do anything. Here comes the helicopters. That's it. And my girlfriend asked me, I posted something that had the computers all lined up and say that they busted in his house. Well, that isn't his house, obviously. His house is on another map. He's 12 miles away from... Come on, people. You don't do stuff like that. And he's gathering a group, all of those protesters that are trained and all that kind of stuff. That's Obama. Yeah. I believe it. He's mad because he's white that most of the stuff is being reversed that he did. His little Obamacare, that'll be gone. Thank God. He had 8 years. Come on now. People are paying a mint for health care and you want to still say, Obamacare. Well, let them keep it. And let it go sky high. And they'll drop it eventually and come to the new one anyway. You know, people want to do that. Nobody cares. You know, that's even me. I don't care if you don't like me. I think my President Trump loves challenges. I do too. The more you hate me, the better off I am. That means I'm doing something right. Not that I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing and join you. That's not going to ever happen. Like minds, remember? And I've got so many new friends on my timeline in Facebook. Oh my God. And all of them mostly are white. So I got a lot of new white friends. And they're all different races, because I have some that are Mexican. I have some that are all different kind of people. So you lose thugs and people that don't mean you no good anyway, and you gain everyone that backs you because you think alike, you think the same, like minds. So hate on me, and then I'll just get new ones, new friends that will respect me and whatever. And I got one friend in Africa that he always I won't take him in as a friend because I'm not sure of who he is. He doesn't have enough on his time. You got to have some other information on your time, because the people that I have canceled, I don't want them back. I don't want them on my timeline. And then there's some people I didn't unfriend them, not because I like them. It's just, I know what to expect from them. Okay? It's nothing, So I'm so proud of my president, President Trump. What would we do if it wasn't for you? What would have happened to America? I don't know, but I'm glad you're here to help make America great again. Everybody have a good day. Ashe.